That was funny. I'm not gonna lie.
That was very funny. What keeps happening is I'm shell playing. Austin has the game and he's playing his playthrough, and I'm just here for comedic support, I guess.
For love and support, and also not death.
Exactly. I would never come here for death unless if it's funny.
It's Dark Souls, literally the game. The point. So the first achievement you can get, I have most of them unlocked, which is an issue for some things for you to see. Is the first achievement most people get in this game is it's called Welcome to Dark Souls. It is when you die. It's legitimately when you die. It's really funny.
Well, yeah, they they love it when like you just die and the screen comes up being like you're dead.
I've only had it a couple of times now, which is is great, but not in terms of like comedic effect.
Oh, this looks like Fall
Guys. I want to fucking kill these dudes. Nope, I'm gonna wait until I die. So there are a bunch of Titanite demons below me that I can fight for some sweet shit, but I'm good for now. Because I'm in human mode, and I don't want to take the risk of being invaded while down here. Actually, fuck you, I'm out of here.
Oh, I bet you don't want to take any
Fall Guys?
chances.
You wanted Fall Guys? Here's your Fall Guys.
Oh my god. That's just brutal. But going back up in my story before we paused, I remember like 2 weeks into me and him like hanging out and being friends. He wanted me to like come to see Newfound Glory with like We Are the In Crowd, and I think those are the only two that I knew from the list.
I still like We Are the In Crowd.
Oh yeah, they don't make new stuff, but like they're still good. Oh, well then.
Hold on. You feel okay?
I'm back.
So anyway, I was telling my friend, do you mind? I'm trying to tell a story. Anyway, this one time Franklin said, fine. If you wanted to take a nap, you could have just told me.
I was hanging out with 3 of my friends, Franklin, and Bill.
And Bob. Alright, see you, asshole.
Bobby Bill.
And Billy Bob.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's best friend. Oh!
Oh my god, so many Indiana Jones moments. What was behind that mist?
Can I help you? Wait, behind what? Behind this
the
guy?
mist. No, the mist that you were in because of the wrecking ball.
That's where we have to go. So there's a ring in here that I want to get.
Alright, take it. I'ma remind myself what we're talking about with Kyle.
We were talking about Kyle seeing Silverstein and We Are the In Crowd with NFG.
No, it wasn't Silverstein, it was Newfound Glory. Newfound Glory was dope. I don't know. I just think it's awesome, like me know these people because like of the sense of like music, yeah. Like music tones, like if you guys love it, then you're going to like be friends because of it. And I think like with rap and other genres, like it is that point to an extent, but also with like genres like that, it feels like it's more to like a certain like click with some people that they always build. Like I know with rappers, it's kind of like the fact of, like they have their own squad, and if you go up with like another group or like you fuck around with like somebody else that's not part of it, then you will get like pretty much like told out and shit because of that. But with like metal and stuff like that, I don't think those same rules apply.
For the most part, nah. I mean, most metalheads are like, I hate to say it, but they're like, oh, if you don't listen to rock metal, I don't really want to have anything to do with you. But it's weirdly enough the opposite way with metal, with rap artists or rap fans and this and that. Like they listen to everything with no judgment.
Have you like ever like seen those kinds of people lately when they're like, oh, if you don't like metal, we can't be friends or some shit?
I've seen that a couple of times. Thankfully, not too much.
I don't.
But it is a thing.
I don't think I ever.
So in Dark Souls, there are fake chest monsters.
Oh, I remember the fake chest monsters.
They're fucking scary. Ow.
Oh my god, did he just flying kick you?
Yes. If he grabs me, it's basically no.
I remember, what's it called? So, Logan, he, has a YouTube channel where, like, he makes his own music, but his music, you know, it's not produced that well. His
Not written
learning,
well.
like, process, like, it's very limited and everything. And, but either way, the way, he, like, does a bunch of, like, different kinds of metal, like black metal, doom metal, stoner metal, stuff like that. And there was this one guy that he loves on YouTube that makes like he has his own solo project on YouTube where he makes death metal and nothing but death metal. And Logan like is commenting on his like stuff, like saying like, yo, he's amazing, like you're a big influence in my life, like I do these videos, I will love it if you will like care to like listen to it. And I'm pretty sure the guy was like, okay, bet, since he's a fan. And literally, next thing I knew was Logan was telling me how much this guy that he loved and everything, he commented on his music, but his comments were very negative. There weren't like criticism or anything. He was just talking about how horrible his music is and how trash it is that he has listened to it. And at that point, I'm like, oh my god, is he serious? And I'm guessing, and the reason why is because it's not the metal that he likes. So even like they were discriminating like between like different kinds of metal also.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Metalheads. There are certain metalheads that will just you fuck off. That if you don't listen to the same thing as them, it's basically like not worth their time or whatever. You'll hear shit from them. Alright, see ya.
I really don't understand that though, because of the fact that like, okay, like you don't have to be like a fan of like the music to be real with you, but
I agree. So I mean that's how I feel about Suicide Silence is like one of their albums, and like when Linkin Park transitioned and all that. A lot of people weren't super thrilled with their music because it didn't fit their expectations. That didn't make it bad. It just didn't. It wasn't meant for them. It was meant for a different audience.
In that point, like, yes, I can get it if, like, that's not, like, what you want to, listen to. And, yeah, if that's not what you want to listen to, it's not the sense of, like, you want to bash them, because bashing somebody for that shit, like, if it's not, like, justified, then it's just making you the asshole in that point.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you just don't like it, then just
don't
say, like, hey, it's not for me, and don't listen to it.
I agree. So like when Suicide Silence changed their sound, that one album, I hated it. I'm not gonna lie. But here's the thing, I'm not gonna say it's terrible. I'm gonna say it's not my thing.
I am not that big of a fan of Suicide Silence anymore, but I can admit like they have good parts and bad parts in the like newer music.
Oh, absolutely.
But the bad parts do outweigh.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then again, what was the band, the Cohen vocalist for Suicide Silence, he was like, what band was he in? All Shall Perish or some shit like that, what?
I don't remember. Yeah, Eddie Hermida.
Yeah, I think it was like All Shall Perish or something like that, which like, the band itself, they weren't bad, they were just, the rest of the band was kind of like terrible fucking people.
Oh, are you serious?
I think so. I think that was the whole gist of like him leaving.
I mean, people trashed him pretty harshly, honestly. Especially, you know, you're filling it for Mitch now. Like that's a big step.
Yeah, but it's not like we can have like Mitch back.
No,
I mean,
it's not like
died in like only like I think 2012.
Yeah, it's like I was in high school, or I had just left high school. I don't remember.
In 2012, I was still a freshman, man. Like I just got into them too, and then a couple months later, somebody like had to tell me like, "Oh, do you know that Mitch died?" And I'm like, "Really? How?"
I think I was in college when he passed away, actually. So it must have been like 2013 at the latest. I don't remember, because I remember Macarena, a friend of mine at the time, and I were talking about it. because we were talking about Crown of the Empire too. Because I was starting to get into death metal, but we were more
Mm-hmm.
into metalcore, and we were talking about Crown of the Empire, how Andy was my age and doing online school. Because his mom, he wanted to finish school, and his mom really wanted him to finish school, but he was on tour. And this is back when like Limitless was still the EP that was huge for them. So he's like, yeah, I was on tour, and I was doing online school.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, by the way, like Mitch also passed away. We're like, and at the time I was like, I think I knew who he was, but I wasn't doing like religiously.
Yeah.
But like I knew who was, and I looked him up like not long after, and I was like, I'm super into this dude.
No, he like Suicide's Island is still like. Don't get me wrong, like I still think they were like a good band, but like when like Mitch was in though, there was such.
It was an entirely different
I
sound.
just. Yeah, I liked them. I loved it, and it was like, oh my god, man, how?
That's why I don't like narrow hallways.
I see why. But I would say let's save up the rest of the conversation and everything for next episode.
Hell yeah! All right, we will see you then, lovely friends.
Goodbye from Sense Fortress.
Peace.